morning, boys and girls. Today we are adding collage to our artwork. And collage means to cut and to glue. So for our line monsters, we need to cut out the shape that we've created of our monsters. We need to create eyes and teeth today. So let's get started. So on the little square paper that was in your baggie, you are going to draw as many eyes as you want. I'm only going to do 3 because I want my monster to have kind of spooky eyes, but I would not do more than 4 eyes. I think it'll get a little too much, but that is your monster. You do what you'd like. So I'm going to start with 3 circles, and then I'm going to make a smaller circle on the inside and color it in black. That is my pupil. So I'm going to do that to all 3 eyes. Making them nice and big as well, so that way I have not itty bitty tiny eyes, but nice big scary monster eyes. Then from there you can pick out whatever colors you'd like and color the iris. The iris is the colored part of the eye. So sometimes you might have blue eyes or green eyes. I think a monster would have all different colored eyes, so I made like a magenta iris. So it's just an outside ring around that black part. And I'm going to make my monster's eyes 3 different colors. From there, I'm going to get ready to collage. So the first thing I need to do to make a collage is cut. And then next would be to glue. So I'm going to actually divide up my paper so it's easier for me to control the paper while cutting circles. Circles can be really tricky. So I'm going to start by following my little black line, and while I'm doing this, I'm turning my paper as I cut to help me follow along those lines. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to go slow to make sure my edges are nice and smooth. And I'm going to go all the way around the eye. I'm going to do that for all 3 eyes. Make sure you're using good scissor safety. So that means watch your fingers. When you are done cutting out all 3 eyes, or however many eyes you made for your monsters, I'm going to kind of arrange them how I think they would look best. Then I'm going to get my handy dandy glue stick, flip my eye over, make sure I add enough glue to get that monster's eye to stick on. Make sure you're getting close to the edges, stick it on, and give it a good press down. So go ahead and do that for however many eyes you created for your monster. Next, we are going to cut out the shape of our line monsters. So be very careful while doing this. I am going to cut out along the outside of my line monster. I want to do this nice and slow and make sure I'm staying outside the line so that way I'm not cutting off any important parts of my line monster. Sometimes it's easier to take off the bigger chunks so that way your scissors fit nicer while cutting out. Be careful. Use good craftsmanship while doing this. Areas that are wavy or zigzaggy are going to be tricky to cut out. I want you to try your best. Remember to rotate or turn the paper as you are cutting to help you with that. When you are done with that, boys and girls, do not throw out your scraps. We're actually going to save them and use them. So I think my monster needs some teeth. So where I had my scraps from cutting out, and from cutting out the eyeballs and from cutting out the outline, I'm going to make some teeth. So I'm cutting off the real scraggly stuff. And I got a good chunk of paper here. So I'm going to cut a strip of paper. And from there, I'm going to cut out little triangles to make pointy monster teeth. So I cut a chunk off at a diagonal and it makes a perfect triangle. So watch again, I'm turning my scissors the other way, cut a little triangle off, and I'm going to keep repeating that until I use up my whole chunk of paper. Now I got lots of teeth. If you have any extra scraps, you can go ahead and create more teeth using those scraps. Now I'm going to brush all my little pieces off to the side. I'm going to make sure I add enough glue on each of my little triangles, hold it down, wipe some glue on there. If you get a little bit on the table, you can wipe it off. But I'm going to place my teeth how I'd want them. They don't have to be perfect. They're monster teeth. They're going to be a little crooked. They're going to be a little, they're going to have different sizes, somewhat of a different shape. So go ahead and glue on all your teeth, and that is all we are doing today. So I'm going to fast forward, and good luck to you, and I will see you next week.